Good morning. Welcome to our E3 Weekly Market Report. I'm Pat McClatchy. Exports have just come out. We're going to go to those right now and see what we've got first in cotton. The cotton net sales total 61,300. That's up 26% from the previous week, but down 45% from the 4-week average. Increases were shown. Brazil took 23,600. China took 22,200. Pakistan took 17,200. And let's see the reaction of the market. Cotton was up 39 in July just before this report. The immediate reaction in July cotton is up 27. So it's sold off some since the release of the report. Let's go to soybeans. We've got let's see. I'm looking for soybean numbers. 815,000 is metric tons of the soybean number. The new crop is 430,000. First off, let's start with the 2015-2016. 483,600 metric tons to unknown destinations. Japan took 69,100. Germany took 63,300. And as I said, new crop sales of 430,000 metric tons. That's to unknown destinations. Reaction in soybeans. Soybeans were up 6 in July just before the report. Right now, the market has reacted in a positive way. July soybeans are up 10.5 at 10.44 and a half. Let's next go to corn. Corn, the net sales of 769,300 metric tons. That's down 64% from the previous week and down 44% from the 4-week average. Japan took 458,600 metric tons. Mexico took 113,900 metric tons. Taiwan took 88,700 metric tons. Corn was, before the report, up 2.5. Right now, corn is up 1.5. So it's backed off or sold off 1 cent with the report. Wheat, net sales of 178,900 metric tons. That is down 49% from the previous week, but up 1% over the 4-week average. China took 61,500 metric tons. Mexico took 36,100 metric tons. Nigeria took 32,200 metric tons. The reaction there, wheat was up 0.75 cents. Right now it's up 0.25 cents. So not a lot of reaction there. Let's take a look at recently what's been going on. We'll start with soybeans. The soybean history here in the last couple of months. On March the 2nd, we bottomed out July soybeans at 862. Then a few days ago, we made our top on May 3rd. We reached the top of 1057. That's a rally of $1.95. As far as the news goes, South American weather has been a factor, and it's been bullish for soybean prices. U.S. weather has improved somewhat, and I would say that these two factors would apply to soybeans and to corn. The seasonal in soybeans would be that in this time of the year, we usually make our high for the year. During the springtime period to early summer, we usually register our high. We register our low in the time frame of harvest, which is around October or in the fall. As far as action to take, farmers should consider at these high levels, with a high chance of a seasonal top coming in, to consider doing some hedging or some selling of their, or forward contracting of their crop. Let's take a look at corn. The market bottomed on April the 1st. July corn was at 351.25. It topped on April the 21st at 407.25 for a rally of 56 cents. As far as the news goes, recent news has been better weather in the Midwest has had somewhat of a negative impact on prices for corn. Looking at the same seasonals there, in spring we usually make our high of the year in corn, and around October or during the harvest, we usually make our low. So be sure to take advantage of what is a seasonal tendency to make a top this time of the year, to be looking to do some hedging or some pricing of your crop. Wheat, the wheat market has struggled some in terms of price lately because the weather has improved for wheat and improved conditions there. It's been moving up when it has moved up, pretty much in sympathy with soybeans and corn. The very strong seasonal for wheat is in the first half of the month of May. We typically make an important high, and it then sells off and makes a low in mid-June. For those people that have not priced wheat, it is definitely a time to be looking at that. Let's go now to cotton, the cotton market. Some of the recent history, we made our low on February the 29th in July cotton at 54.33. We topped out on April the 26th at a high of 64.75. That's over a 10-cent rally, or a little over 1,000 points that we've rallied that market. As far as why that happened, we have to back up and say, why did we get so low in the first place? And I think that can be attributed to speculators selling the market, some concern over China releasing cotton from its reserve program through an auction. Once the details of that were announced, and after we'd become so historically oversold with a very heavy overdone market from speculators, we just naturally started to move back up again. Cotton has proven in recent years that it will overdo it. It will go too low, it will go too high. Some of this exaggeration is caused by speculators in the market, but here's the thing, it's something to take advantage of. When you get too high, obviously you want to be in a position to take advantage of those higher prices. As far as the news goes, as I said, China, an oversold market. Improving economic conditions in China also had been part of why we rallied. As far as cotton goes, we look at cotton as a price. What is the cotton value? What is the price range of cotton? And here a month or so ago, we talked about cotton being worth 55 cents to maybe 60 cents. That's changed. Now it feels like the cotton market has a range of, say, on the low side 59 to 60, and on the high side 65 to 66. So those people that are considering what to do in the market, be aware if within that range, if you reach an extreme on either side and need to do something, you need to be able to take advantage of that. Let's see, the seasonal high in cotton is like grains. This time of the year normally is when we make a high for the year, and then we make our low sometime around the last half of November and the first half of December. As far as suggestions there go, it would be for those people that would like to hedge cotton or do some pricing. If December cotton can get up into the 64-cent level or higher, it would be an excellent opportunity to be looking at some strategies to take advantage of. And December cotton right now is trading at 62.18. It did get on the rally that we saw and topped out actually 3 or 4 days ago. It got up to 63.69. So that's really it as far as some of the observations about the market. As we remind people, this is just not about fundamentals anymore. This is about what's happening globally to various economies. It's about what's happening to the value of the dollar. We come in each morning and see what crude oil is doing because that helps set the tone for the day, including agricultural markets. It's a much more complex world we live in now with regard to what causes the upward and downward movement in prices. And anyone out there that's a farmer needs to be aware of this and needs to be able to take advantage of these wide swings in the market. That's it for today. Thanks for joining us for the E3 Market Report. We'll look one last time at the markets. We've got July cotton up 28. It was up 39 just before the report. We've got July soybeans up 9. Just before the report, July soybeans were up 6. We have July corn up 1, Just before the report, it was up 2.5. We have July wheat down 1/4 cent. Just before the report, it was up 3/4 cent. Thanks for being with us for the E3 Weekly Market Report, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.